This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, Heather, ho there, Difficult or Diamond. Welcome you to a brand new month of Sports Catastrophe. And today we start a brand new Sports Catastrophe. We start a month. We do it with a birthday boy. And the birthday boy for today, June the 1st, is an F1 commentator currently on the F1 scene. He actually drove in F1. He was a commentator for ITV from 1997 to 2008. And then the BBC from 2009 to 2011, and then Sky Sports since 2012. So he actually participated in the 1988 24 Hours of Daytona, which is a rally car tag team event, if you will, and doing that. So his name is Martin Brundle, who's now 65, so he's now by Canadian standards, a senior citizen. Anyway, Martin Brundle was born in Kings Lynn, Norfolk, England. He began his racing career at 12 in grass track racing. He would go to hot rod racing and single-seater racing Formula Ford. He went up to Formula 3 in 1982 and did quite well. Brundle almost won the 1983 Formula 3 event, losing to Ayrton Senna. And in 1984, he was given a chance to participate in F1, and he did for Tyrrell. He put in a number of aggressive drives. He once got disqualified after being second place in Detroit because of his bad driving. Brundle would break his ankles and feet in a crash during practice session at the Dallas Grand Prix and missed the rest of the season. There were rumors circulating that his left foot would have to be amputated. Brundle did recover. He would actually have permanent injuries, preventing him from running and left foot braking, so he couldn't really brake with his left foot. Later in the year, Tyrrell was actually disqualified because of a technical infringement, and Brundle's achievements were wiped from the record books. But he stayed with Tyrrell for a couple of years. He scored 8 points for them in 1986, but that was it. He would move on to the German team Saxspeed, but only scored 2 points, taking a fifth at the 87th San Marino Grand Prix. But those 2 points were the only times that Saxspeed in their 5-year run in Formula One from 1985 to 1989 could get points. So anyway, Brundle couldn't do so much. So then Brundle decided to take a new challenge and work with Jaguar in touring car competitions. And he won the World Sports Car title and all that, and also the 24-hour race at Daytona. He would stand in for Nigel Mansell at the 1988 British Grand Prix after Mansell got chickenpox. So anyway, Brundle would have driven Mansell's race car again at Monza, but because of commitments with the World Sports Car Championship, he couldn't, and it went to Jean-Louis Schlesser. Regardless, he went back to Formula One full-time with the returning Brabham team, who would run the Urana V8 engine. He was close, though, but he had to pit at Monaco. Fortunately, his teammate Stefano Modena took third, and all that. Brundle decided to move back to sports cars for 1990 and won the 24 Hours of Le Mans, which was a huge event for him. He just couldn't get into Formula One and all that. So he went back to Brabham. And then Brundle went to Benetton for 1992, back to Formula One. He was close to a win in Canada. He was trying to catch Gerhard Berger, but his transmission failed. His teammate was the great Michael Schumacher before he was a Ferrari driver. Anyway, he did quite well and all that. Took second at Monza. Anyway, Brundle was shocked to be dropped from Benetton for Riccardo Patrese. He was going to be with Williams, but Damon Hill took that ride, and it worked out 3 years later as Damon Hill won the driver's title. He went to Ligier for 93. More points finish and a fine third at Imola were achieved in a car without active suspension. So regardless of that, he actually took 7th in the World Drivers' Championship. So that was kind of unique. Anyway, Brundle was about to be close to the McLaren seat because Alain Prost had retired during the 93 title and didn't renege on his retirement. Brundle got the drive alongside Hakkinen. McLaren went down a little bit. Nevertheless, Monaco did take Brundle took second at Monaco to Shubi. In 95, he once again went to Ligier to share the seat with Aguri Suzuki. But anyway, he would take third at Spa in Belgium. He would finish fifth in the 96 Japanese Grand Prix, and that was it. He was done with Formula One. He had 9 podiums and 98 championship points in his history in F1, and a championship finish the best of 6 in 1992. So he was strong on straight circuits and twisty courses. Brundle could not stay in Formula One past 96. So he decided to become a commentator on ITV when they got the F1 coverage in 97 alongside Murray Walker. So he has done well for ITV, BBC, and as of now, 2012, Sky Sports. He was a pretty good pundit. He is a pretty good pundit, and knowing what he could do for motorsport. So he has criticized Max Mosley in the FIA, but that was in 2007. And then when he commentated the 2023 Spanish Grand Prix, unfortunately, Brundle used the controversial term Chinaman to refer to Chinese driver Xu Guanyu, leading to accusations of racial discrimination. Brundle did not apologize or respond to the issue until January 2024, when he apologized. So anyway, he's married and have 2 children, one of each, one boy, one girl. And he's done pretty well for himself. There's a Netflix series called Senna that will have Brundle in it. Charlie Hamblett will play him. But anyway, Martin Brundle is good for F1. And I think F1 is very good for having him. You know, it's always good to see a former F1 driver be a pundit for the sport because it is crazy. And you know it. Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond.